Up the play!
G'day guys, Nate here coming at you with the VFL Round 10 report for Collingwood v Box Hill. Collingwood 17-point winners, 11-12-78, defeating Box Hill 9-7-61. 3 wins as well. The VFLW side winning by 53 points over Sandringham. That was an upset win as well, despite it being at Victoria Park. Sandringham inside the top 6 VFLW, Pies outside the top 6, or bottom 6 to be exact. Percentage booster as well. We're still outside the top 6 in the VFLW. The women take on Essendon next week, who are in the top 2 at the moment. So tough little fixture there for the VFLW side. But let's not focus about the toughness and the fixtures and whatnot. It's 3 Collingwood wins for the weekend, making Saturday even better as well. Now, forgive me for uploading this a little bit later than usual on a Saturday night. My audio has been a little bit shoddy. This is technically a second recording, but I'm just going to breeze through this one. Less waffling for me. 14 AFL listed players here for Collingwood. Again, Oleg Markov, Will Hayes, Will Parker, Mason Cox coming in. Tao Jath remained out. There's no timeline on his return. He's still being assessed. Slight foot issue, but we do expect him to return very soon, unless it comes out that he's out for a lengthy period of time. I don't think that's the case. There hasn't been any updates on that. I said 6 AFL listed players. I mentioned 4. The other 2, Owen Steele and Noah Howes, the 2 mid-season recruits for Collingwood. Surprisingly debuting for Collingwood this week. They had a training run, or a little bit of a training run, a Thursday for the VFL side. So surprised that they played here. Rowan Steele was very good, mind you. Noah Howes didn't kick a goal, but he was still imposing up forward as well. I'll touch on Rowan Steele and Noah Howes a little bit later, but again, for this win, 17-point winners, back on the winners list in the VFL, and we've got players kicking down the door of senior selection. The depth is growing. The youngsters are stepping up as well. Tom Mitchell, best game so far this season, kicked a goal as well. Good things to see. Mason Cox as well. I'm going to put this in order from where the players were rated overall for this game. So Mason Cox, the highest rated Collingwood player here. 3 goals, 19 hitouts, 9 marks, 4 of those contested marks as well. It was Mason Cox and Oscar Steen in the ruck up against Max Ramsden and Ned Reeves. Good little duo battle there. We won the clearances as well. We won the midfield battle, and it led to us winning this game. Mason Cox, very imposing up forward as well with his height. Very difficult for the VFL defenders to defend that, particularly at that level. I was hoping for a good Mason Cox performance. Did not disappoint. I wouldn't be surprised if he's recalled. It's not a like-for-like replacement for Lipinski or a Lockie Schultz, but it's the height we need for a chop-out, particularly up against Max Gawn, and to make Melbourne pay with their second ruck choice as well, particularly around stoppages. Melbourne's got a very good midfield. I'll touch on that more in the King's birthday preview video. Tom Mitchell, his best game for Collingwood, played the full game, 29 disposals, 14, I believe. It's either 14 or 15 were contested. Typical Tom Mitchell shit. 9 tackles, 9 clearances, kicked a goal. His first goal in, I think it was 448 days. So well done to Tom Mitchell there, a little bit over a year. He's pushing, or he's knocking down the door of senior selection. Charlie Dean, 23 disposals, 13 marks as well across halfback. Charlie Dean, just a general across halfback. He's much better as the intercepting type defender instead of being the lockdown defender. So in case Darcy Moore, Billy Frampton, or Jeremy Howe get injured, or we do need to rest them, Charlie Dean can just come in. So just goes to show the depth we have across the ground as well. Harry DiMattia continues to impress in the middle, 25 disposals, 5 tackles, 3 clearances, and a goal. Have to mention as well, because it's not on the stat sheet, or my stat sheet here, it's on the website, by the way, 9 score involvements. He's inside 50 entries, magnificent. So Harry DiMattia, he keeps pushing for an AFL debut. Won't be too far away, particularly in the month of June. Probably not King's birthday, maybe after the bye against a team like St Kilda or West Coast. Another player that's continuing to impress is Oscar Steen in the ruck. He's looking like a mini Darcy Cameron right now. 14 disposals, 11 hitouts, 6 tackles and a goal. A very good hanger in the final quarter as well, particularly when the game was on the line. Oscar Steen producing a very good mark, 20, 25 metres out, straight in front. Quick goal as well. Jacob Ryan, across half-back, 17 disposals, 7 marks. Will Parker, 18 disposals, 8 intercept possessions, 3 clearances as well. A little bit below his typical self, Will Parker, but I'm not. That's more of a nitpick for me. There was some good moments in the final quarter from Will Parker. He's got a very good engine as well. He just keeps running and running and running. Runs all day. If there was extra time, or if there was a 5th quarter, Will Parker would have stood out. A bit of a big call there, but that's just Will Parker right now. He just keeps running all day. Will Hayes, 3 goals. Can't believe he was rated so low here, but 3 goals, 11 disposals, and a cheeky clearance. I just put that down. Will Hayes, watch his game. He was hungry for the ball. He was hungry to get back into the senior side. Will Hayes just gets it. He understands it. Joel Cochran, 14 disposals, 5 intercept possessions. He had a couple of clearances as well. Now, the stats don't back it up. I would have to compare his other games this year, Joel Cochran, but for me, in my eyes, I thought Joel Cochran played his best game here for Collingwood. He wanted to get involved. He didn't want to be on the outside or anything like that. A little bit of everything from Joel Cochran, more so in the defensive half of the ground, but Joel Cochran needs to build on this. Not too sure where exactly his best position is so far, but something to work with at least, particularly when he's been compared to Will Hayes and Charlie West in terms of last year's draftees. Joel Cochran wants to be involved, and we still got to try and figure out a perfect position for Joel Cochran, but good game from him. Charlie West, he was goalless yet again, but imposing up the ground, 11 disposals, 3 contested marks. Some opportunities missed in terms of kicking a goal, but I was very not very impressed, but still impressed. All right, not disappointed. All right, nothing negative. Not too impressed, just impressed. Just solid impressed for a guy that didn't kick a goal. Oleg Markov didn't kick a goal as well. No celebration, but 10 disposals, 4 tackles. The usual stuff. I think just glad he got through the game unscathed. Aliro Smith, 8 disposals, 4 intercept possessions. He played more in the back line. He looked much better in the back line. Still not a fan of it, but I understand with Cox and Steen as the ruck duo, and you got Charlie West and Noah Howes up forward as well. A bit of a tall forward line, so what do you do with Aliro Smith? Just play him in the back line. He needs to be more intercepting for me, be more in the contest. I know he's a tall fella. He's a very athletic fella as well. He had a very good rundown tackle in the third quarter. Not a simple or a box hill goal, but stopped any sort of momentum there. So the little things. I'm struggling to find an AFL listed player on Friday night and also here against Box Hill who just played a terrible game or they got involved somehow. They stepped up at a certain moment, and it's just a beautiful thing to watch. So I'm not too sure how the selections are going to go. I'll discuss more about that in the King's birthday preview. But in terms of VFL performances, Mason Cox, Tom Mitchell, Harry DiMattia, Oscar Steen could be on the cusp of a AFL debut on King's birthday, perhaps. Who knows? Will Hayes, 3 goals. Someone that wants to get back into the senior side. Yeah, it's all looking up. Everything's coming up Collingwood right now. Now, there's 12 AFL listed players here. I'm going to mention the mid-season recruits separately, and that's Rowan Steele and Noah Howes. So Wednesday night, mid-season draft, Collingwood will picks 8 and 15. Pick 8, Rowan Steele, playing in the Waffle this season, and Noah Howes, pick 15, playing in the Sandful. Rowan Steele has previous VFL experience for the Casey Demons. And I'm looking at the Melbourne forums as well. They were not interested in him per se, but it was one of those, well, if we want to pick up someone randomly, Rowan Steele's the guy. I think he was runner-up in the Casey Demons Best and Fairest 2022, I believe. Got to double-check the year on that, but Rowan Steele, a very solid VFL or State League player, 23 years old. I'm going to make a big call. I think Rowan Steele makes his AFL debut this season. I do believe that. It's a big call after the first quarter. I thought he was very impressive, particularly for a guy that's just randomly popped up, moved from WA to Victoria. 24 disposals, 8 intercepted possessions, 75% disposal efficiency. He's more of an outside player. He's like a Lipinski type player or a Will Hoskin Elliott. He's forward of centre player. Who knows how he will go with his inside 50 entries, but I saw enough for a guy that can make his senior debut this year. Noah Howes didn't kick a goal. He almost like a similar type to Charlie West or a Tim Membry. He's just imposing. 7 disposals, 3 marks, just 2 tackles, 2 score involvements, mind you. Just on their numbers, Rowan Steele is number 45 and Noah Howes is number 47. So Mason Cox can rest easy. He's not the highest numbered player for Collingwood. Now, if you look up Collingwood's player list, particularly in order of the jerseys, number 34 is missing. Now, Mick McGuan, he used to wear number 34 for Collingwood. There's a good reason why the number 34 is vacant. It's going to go to Tom McGuan next season as a father-son pick. So, yeah, everything's coming up Collingwood right now. Rowan Steele, pick 8, and Noah Howes, pick 15. Rowan Steele, the replacement for Harvey Harrison, and Noah Howes was technically the replacement for Reef McInnes. McInnes being the key defender now. Noah Howes is a key forward, so a bit of a surplus with our key forwards, but we were initially expected to select Archer May, kicking 2 goals a game in the Waffle. We've picked up Noah Howes, 2 goals a game in the Sandful. Archer May picked up by Essendon a couple of picks prior to ours. Can't complain. Can't be upset or be bitter about that. Who knows who's going to have the better career, the AFL or at State League level? Who knows? I wish Archer Mate all the best at Essendon. I'm also wishing Liam McMahon all the best at Essendon as well. We drafted Liam McMahon in the 2020 draft, didn't play a game, was picked up by Carlton's VFL side. He's been dominating in the VFL and he was picked up by Essendon. So just want to say well done to Liam McMahon and wish him all the best. And also Archer May, all the best as well. Noah Howes, 2 goals a game in the Sandful, so a bit of a bait and switch there, but can't complain. And Noah Howes, he'll build into this sort of performance. If that's the floor, I'm looking forward to seeing how he performs, particularly when Dan McStay comes back in, particularly when Ash Johnson returns from his injury. We've got a bit of a surplus up forward with our key forwards. Quite a few players out of contract. I believe they're both, Rowan Steele and Noah Howes, on 6-month contracts. I'll have to double check on that, but we'll find out in a couple of days or maybe even weeks what their contract statuses are. Yeah, everything's looking all right at Collingwood. Quite a few players out of contract this season. We'll touch on that in the mid-season report, and also speculation going forward for the remainder of the season on if we're going to delist players or extend their contracts, or if they're going to be trade bait or traded out as well, or if they want to sign elsewhere. Who knows? All of it's watch this space. Love saying that again. Watch this space. That'll be all for this VFL Round 10 report. 3 Collingwood wins to end the weekend. Very good wins overall. Put the feet up, relax. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Enjoy your Saturday night. Be well. Stay safe. Magpies out.